7 drivers of tech consulting freedom. Hi, I'm Paul Higgins, and you are in the right place if you're a tech consultant. So any platform, whether it's Salesforce, NetSuite, Zoho, Monday, etc., it doesn't matter. If you're doing less than $5 million in turnover, you're the predominant owner of the business. You're doing a lot of the work in the business, and you're really excited about the opportunity to grow. You're in the right place. So what could be holding you back? Is it marketing? Is it the fact that you haven't established your own brand and presence at the moment, or picked an ideal client niche? Sales, you just don't have the experience of sales to convert and close more deals. Operations, you're still doing too much work yourself and you haven't built that team to help you with that. And confidence, right? You're new to the game, you're undervaluing, you're underpricing, and you haven't done it. You know, there may be something else that's holding you back, but what I want to do is show you today a system that can get you to the next level. But ultimately what I find is it's you, right? So it was me when I was a tech consultant. It was looking in the mirror and realizing that I don't have the skills and experience to get me to the level I needed to, and I needed to get some help. And that's what I want to show you. So it's got to be more than just about the money, right? You've got to have a burning ambition. So for me, I nearly lost my life when I had a removal of a large kidney before a transplant that didn't go well. And then I decided that I wanted to change and help people rather than being a tech consultant myself. But whatever that is for you, it's got to be something bigger than what the money is to actually get you to make the changes and get you to get out of your own way, because there are no silver bullets, right? I've been in this game for a long time. I've spoken to so many tech consultants across so many platforms, and there is no silver bullets, but there is a process to follow. And one of the headwinds that makes it hard is that the SaaS partner gets most of the profit, and then we're left to basically make the rest, right? And license fees are becoming less and less. A lot of these brands have made some major changes, and they'll continue to do that. And, you know, it's not an easy game being a tech consultant selling services. The second is, as I mentioned before, you've got undeveloped marketing and sales skills. You haven't had 28 years worth of experience. 20 of those have been one of the best sales and marketing companies of the world, Coca-Cola. You haven't had that experience. The third is finding the right talent. Either you find the person and you can't afford them, or when you do have the money, you can't find the right person. And how does that impact you? It means that you pay everyone else first, right? You don't pay yourself, which ultimately means that your loved ones are the ones that miss out. The second is you are missing your true potential, right? You set this business up to actually achieve a level, but you haven't got that far as yet. So what I've done is compounded all of my mentoring over 100 tech consultants, me exiting my business in 2019, and me interviewing some of the best in the business, from 7 to 8 figure, and I've put this into a platform. And it's not linear, but it is a system and a proven way to go from where you are to where you want to be, whatever that means to you in freedom. And I want to give you some practical examples of this. So this was Peter, right? And before, he's a Zoho partner. Before he met me, he was doing small projects at low rates and a lot of scope creep. And he just therefore didn't have the profitability to go and do what he wanted to do, which is spend more time helping his community. After we worked together, he now does 12-month projects. He does minimum monthly retainers. And now he has a mechanism for when someone goes over the scope creep, he can monetize it so that he's not missing out. And what we've got is a profit and loss playbook. So I'll show you each of the playbooks and I'll show you how to get them at the end. But basically what we do is work out some key measures where you are now and where you want to be. And most people, should be at 70% gross margin. And the biggest component there is what you sell things for and how much it costs you to make them, right? And what people often do is don't consider their own time being the owner's time. So they don't draw a wage. And what they do is say, look, I've got 70% gross margin, but I want to look at it. They're not. They're at 50. And therefore, the difference is right increasing your prices and being more efficient with the way that you use your team. And, that's the target you should be. And we go through a model that. The next is your drawings, right? You should be drawing out to sustain that lifestyle you want. And the last is you should have profits to reinvest back into the business to drive it. But we go through all those benchmarks and see where you are and where you need to be. Next is around positioning with Lydia. She was a Monday partner, and she was, new to Monday and did everything Monday said, but that helped their brand. It didn't help her business, didn't help her profitability. And she basically took any deals and tiny deals, $1,500, $2,000. When we looked at the total cost of selling to them, doing the project, getting a team to deliver, is actually costing money rather than making money, and a gross profit was too low. So what we did after that is established her brand. We established a tight niche for her that she's got legal. So now that she actually can command a premium within that niche, and she stands out from the other Monday partners. And what we did was work through selecting a niche playbook, which is a fantastic playbook. Once again, I'll show you how to get access to that. Next is packaging as Simon, incredibly smart guy, an Australian guy that works on Monday as well. And he really had one offer, and that was monthly retainer, right? And he basically put everything into that. So he didn't unbundle. He was giving all this free value away, which I'm sure you never did, because I never did when I first started. And after that, what we did was create multiple offers to the point where he actually helped sell a business. So instead of charging him, like when I first met him, $2,500 a month, he actually got it to a $500,000 deal, which was life-changing for Simon. And what we've got is an offers playbook to help you work through all the offers and make sure that you're maximizing your profitability for your effort. So far we've covered really the key ones, to be honest, is first find out where you are and where you need to be from a profit point of view and what you needed to invest to change. The second is make sure you get your positioning right so that you stand out from all those other partners, and you're not just a Salesforce partner, a Monday partner. You stand for something, right? And people come to you because you're the expert in that area. And the third thing is getting the right offers right to then fund the rest, right? Because if you maximize the value, well, then you've got plenty of money to invest in the other parts of the business. So what are those other parts? One is promotion. So this is Aaron, a brilliant Salesforce partner, and before he was getting a lot of leads from Salesforce, and he had no marketing at all. And unfortunately, Salesforce, post-COVID, into the election, it just dropped leads off, and he just, all of a sudden lost all his clients. He went from $2 million to significantly less in turnover a year. So what we did was create events for his sales force to be more strategic in that, but we also created an outreach strategy where he's going to clients direct and then bringing them to Salesforce, and also building the right marketing assets. And what we've got is a marketing playbook to help you, so you don't have to do it all yourself, because we've actually done the 80% and you just got to then customize your 20. Next is Steve. He's a Zoho partner, and he just came from a brilliant background in engineering, automation and engineering, but just had never sold before, right? And so I looked at his sales calls. They were unplanned, and because they were unplanned, they made him incredibly nervous, and he just couldn't convert. And he was selling the features rather than the result. So after that, we actually created a playbook, so he had a better format to identify the problem and the impact, and therefore it was easier for the client to identify what they truly need. We also reviewed his sale calls. I did them manually to begin with, watching the videos, etc., and then we actually created a custom GDP to be able to do that, so he can now self-assess those, and that's made a massive difference. He's closing deals, and we created a sales call playbook to make that easy for him. Next and second last is partnering. So this is Dom. He's a Venner partner, and he was doing one-on-one sales. So he was doing okay, but he just couldn't scale it because he wanted to exit the business or get a partner involved in the business. And it wasn't going to happen the way that he was doing it. So he built a one-to-many sales funnel for him, and mainly that was through strategic partners and private equity partners. And it turned out that well, it actually ended up selling part of his business to one of those private equity firms. And we've got a strategic partner playbook exactly to help with that. Last but not least, Arian's back, and to be honest, he was used to working really unsustainable hours. He came from Accenture, very, very smart guy, but just worked too hard. And he had a development team in India, but he didn't have anyone between his team and himself, and he was just juggling too many balls, and he was about to be a dad for the first time. So we got him a chief of staff, a brilliant company where they took some top talent out of the Philippines to help him, and really got helped with project management, hiring people, all those things that he could do but he shouldn't do. We got him a marketing person, and then we used AI and custom GDPs to make that marketing person as effective to draw people to him, or clients to him, and staff as well. And I've got a background in running an outsourced company, so we've got all the tools to help you hire people. So I went through these fairly quickly, but ultimately here, think of it as all the jigsaw puzzles, right? So you've got certain pieces in place at the moment. You might have all, you might have few. It doesn't matter where you are, it's where you want to get to, right? And what I do is help you to work through this jigsaw puzzle to get to that freedom. And I always say to people, I love this African proverb, you can go fast alone, you can go far together. And what we want to do is help you get out of your own way to go far together. And there's a couple of ways you can do it. One is you can do it yourself. So we've got a course where it pulls out the key components of this. You can do a self-paced course. You go to paulhigginsmentoring.com/TC. On the website, you'll find that. And you might be thinking at this point, well, is this... It's a bit too linear, Paul. Like, it sounds like a cookie cutter. It's not, right? What we do is create the 80% of what I know works, and then you customize it. Also, you might be worried that your business is too small or too large. Well, the too small component, I work with Steve, like I said, who started from scratch, and I sort of work with, people sort of around that $2 million mark. Sometimes businesses are slightly bigger, but if you're a $10 million business, got a massive team, I can work with you, but I'll work with you in a different way. And also the level of experience, right? You don't have to be brilliant at sales, marketing, and the business side. That's what I'm here to help you with. And if you, do want to get some one-on-one help, I can do that as well. You can just go to talkpaul.com, book a 30-minute call. I'll find out where you are, where you want to be, and whether I can help you get there quicker than you can yourself. And ultimately, what we want to do is help you make that burning ambition and turn that into a reality. I'm Paul Higgins from paulhigginsmentoring.com, and I'm here to help you to get that freedom and achieve that burning ambition that you've always wanted.